Mr. Algravis, if you can unmute. Mr.
Yes, I'm here. Carlos Algraves.
Okay. Can you put your video on? And the one that's marked Freddie K, can you unmute, please?
Okay.
No.
Telephone.
Start. Ay, no, este no. Aquí.
Okay.
Okay. If you each raise your right hand, Mr. Algravis, is other people with you that are going to testify?
I'm just the translator.
Sí, my name is just in case I don't speak here.
Okay.
Oh,
You each swear the testimony about to give should be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Did you translate that?
yes.
Okay. Okay. Who do we have in for Coronado Springs?
Fareed Clayel, I'm the property manager and I'm the filer.
Okay. And Mr. Algravis, who is with you?
With me is my sister, Rosa Maria Zaragoza, and my niece, Suri Zaragoza, just in case I don't speak very good English, just in case if I need something to translate for me.
Okay, well, you're doing fine. Okay, Mr. Klylos, why are you evicting?
His lease expired in June 30th of 2020. He went month to month. At the very beginning of December, I let him know that we were not going to renew his contract and I gave him a 30-day notice. So as of January 1st, he's been a holdover tenant.
Is the notice attached? You have a
Yes,
copy
it
of
is,
the
sir.
notice?
Yes, it is. It's labeled December 29th. Sorry, December 2nd.
Okay, it's attached to your petition?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me see.
Judge, it's going to be under amended lease.
I'm sorry?
It will be under amended lease.
It's in our admitted lease, okay.
Yes, on the 5th, January 5th. We're looking at the events.
Juanita, you said it's under the entry amended lease, on January 5th?
Yes,
I see it.
under the events. Under the events, if you're looking under the e-file, no, just all the events,
Okay,
it's gonna be, it's under amended. And it has a description, amended lease filed by plaintiff.
There's actually there should be 2 or 3 notices there that I gave him.
Juanita, I don't see it under amended lease. I don't see, maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot, but I don't.
I'll be
Okay.
right there, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
¿Cómo es que está dando ese mes?
Porque se acabó el contrato en un año. Y automáticamente sigue.
Pero sí,
It's under January the 5th, Judge.
Okay, so this one
Yes, that one.
right here, okay. This is the notice to vacate?
That's Oh, I thought you were asking about the lease.
No,
I'm
no,
so
no,
sorry.
no, it's vacant. Okay, so let me, maybe it's here.
Residential. Also, Judge, I just noticed, and I'm processing a new eviction,
Uh-huh.
and it's the same people.
Okay. Rafael, do you have another filing?
I was paranoid that the amended lease would not be accepted because I didn't receive a confirmation that it would be accepted. So I filed another eviction in case you made me go back because you didn't believe me that I filed the amended lease.
Okay.
Él dijo que porque
Or an amended lease. I mean, there's a lease attached to your petition
paranoico que
through January 31st, 2021.
No, sir, that's why I submitted an amended lease. When I uploaded that lease, I told I'm the property manager. I told the leasing manager to get all the documents ready. And I said the goal was to get rid of the tenant by the end of January. But she understood that she needed to create a lease that said his term expired. The amended lease includes the original lease, which the defendant also has a copy of, which shows that he began leasing in July of 2019 and his contract expired June 30th of 2020.
Okay. This lease you attached to your petition is not an executed lease. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct. That is not an executed lease.
Okay, that's all we need to know. Okay.
Then I'll
Okay,
dismiss
Mr.
this one.
Algraves,
Yes, sir.
your lease, what's your lease term through?
dice que hasta cuándo es el lease.
The lease expired in I think in June or July last month, but in the same contract say we can start month by month, month by month.
Okay, so you all are in agreement that it's a month-to-month lease?
Yes.
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 Okay. Okay, now I'm still looking for your notice to vacate. Let me see if I can find that.
Él dice que le dijo a la secretaria que le diera 30 días para salirse, pero ella entendió mal, entendió que les hiciera el lease hasta el último de enero. Él dijo que ella entendió mal y que hizo un lease hasta el 31 de enero. Entonces él lo amendó, lo cambió y dijo, no es lease, es para que se salga. Entonces lo hizo mal, entonces por eso le mandó 2, porque estaba pagando que no se lo aceptaron.
Let me share this.
And this one should let us be dismissed. Then?
I'm sorry.
This one will be dismissed since you
Probably.
filed forward.
We'll
Oh,
decide when we.
Les dijo, hable el papel para que se salga el 30.
Okay, is this the notice you're referring to?
Yes, sir. That was given to him by text and in person December 2nd, 30 days before the month ended, letting him know that by January 1st, we needed him to vacate.
Okay, Mr. Algraves, did you see this notice?
Yes, I received the notice, and after that, I speak with him, and then I explain. I tried to talk with him to see why I move out from the apartment if I don't have any rent behind, because in December is everything paid. So every month I pay the rent. Maybe some months I pay late for 5 or 10 days. But every month I'm calling the rent. I never have 1 month behind. And then I explained to him if can give me more time because I have that problem right here because I live with my mom. I mean, my mom lives with me, with us. She's a lady with 95 years old, and she's in handicap, in the wheelchair. And then it's hard to find very quick another place to move.
Is that Rosa Maria Zaragoza?
No, my mom is Rebecca Chavez.
She's here too.
She's here right now. Do you want to see her?
No, is listed on the lease?
Yes, she is.
Rosa
Okay.
Zaragoza is my sister. She's in
Que
the
sí
list.
está en el list, mi abuelita. Lucas Rebeca.
Okay,
Yeah, my mom too,
She's
yes.
also on the list.
Yes.
okay. Okay, go ahead.
And then he said, yes, I'm going to give you some days for January to move out. And then in the January 5, I speak with Mr. Freddie. And in January 5, I say I can pay the rent for January and then wait for me to find another place if I have to move out. Because he say, you have to move out because I rent the apartment for somebody else. And then I don't know why he rent the apartment for somebody else if I am currently in the rent. And then I offer him in January 5 to pay the rent for January. And then he say, no, I don't accept any rent. You have to move out as soon as possible.
Okay,
Because I filed a petition for eviction case, and then you have to move as soon as possible. I don't mind who live with you. I don't mind anything. And then actually my problem is my mom.
and the notice to vacate, is the notice to vacate attached here?
Yes, it's, I put it there for 29th.
That's a notice of you're not renewing the monthly 30-day.
But it says you have to vacate the premises.
No, you have to give a 3-day notice to vacate after that.
I did on December 2nd, sir.
Which notice is that?
That might not be uploaded because I was paranoid. So that's why I had to file again. That notice is in the second filing for December 2nd.
Okay, I'm sorry. Tell me, where's the notice to vacate? Where's the 3-day notice to vacate?
It should be uploaded in the second, it should be there, sir.
When you say there, where is, in this case or the other case?
In the other case,
Juanita, what's the other case number?
It's 121, 25 FED.
So you filed this on 1/4. And you had not given him a notice to vacate prior to 1/4?
yes, I did.
Okay, I thought you said it was 1/5. Maybe I misunderstood you.
So there should be a notice to vacate for December, that was delivered to the door on December 2nd.
That's not a notice to vacate, that's a notice to you're not renewing the month-to-month tenancy.
No, but there should be another one that says notice to vacate on December 2nd, that he has 3 days to leave.
On December 2nd?
Yes, sir. In the case that your assistant just gave you.
Did you get rent for December?
No. He owed rent for December.
December was paid?
December was paid.
December was partially paid. He still had a balance.
No, the balance, no, that's not correct.
December is paid.
Okay,
The whole of the rent for December was paid.
do you have a receipt?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
he got rental assistance. He got rental assistance, so that payment was delivered to me. I got him rental assistance for October, November, and December, and I was paid for all of that in October, but they only covered a certain percentage of the lease. He had a balance of $300.
The rental assistance paid for the whole, what was the $300 for?
Because they only covered 1,100 for each month, and his rent is $1,195, so he had a balance of the remaining $300.
Okay. I'm gonna notice December 29th.
Que debían $300 de diciembre porque la asistencia nomás les cubría 1,100 y algo y eso quedaba 95 de cada mes. Todo eran $300 de los 6 meses que no cubrían.
And even on December 29th, I tell him that he has to leave by December 31st.
Non-payment of rent, but you're not evicting for non-payment of rent. Are you?
I'm not because I can't legally. We didn't renew his contract and I would ask him to leave on December 29th.
pick what you're evicting him for. Are you evicting for non-payment of rent or are you evicting for a holdover?
I'm evicting him as a holdover.
Okay, so your December 29th letter doesn't have anything to do with this case, then, correct?
Yes, it does, because I'm telling him that he has to leave by December 31st.
Your December 29th letter is your December rent is past due. We'll accept rent and waive late fees. Your December 29th is relative to rent.
Okay, but even then, doesn't my December 2nd letter ask him to leave 30 months before? It says vacate.
Okay. Your notice, okay, month to month, you give 30 days notice that your lease is not going to be terminated. You're terminating the month-to-month tenancy. If after that month-to-month tenancy they have not moved out, which would be January 1st, then you give a 3-day notice to vacate.
And I did. On the second case, you'll see it on December 2nd.
On December 2nd.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, on January 2nd.
Okay, why wasn't it submitted in this case?
Because I had to submit the amended lease. That's why I submitted 2 different evictions.
Okay, why wasn't your notice to vacate submitted for this case?
Because I had not given it yet. I waited till December 2nd to give it.
So you filed this case before?
I filed this case on the 1st.
So you hadn't given a notice to vacate when you filed the case?
Yes, I had. And I also had told him verbally.
Maybe I'm not understanding you, but I thought your testimony was you just said you filed this on January 1st. You gave the notice to vacate on January 2nd.
Well, I filed the notice. I filed on January 1st because as of January 1st, he was a holdover tenant. And I gave him a notice on December 2nd that he had to vacate by December 31st.
Okay, that's not the question. When did you give him the notice to vacate, 3-day notice to vacate? January?
December 2nd. Well, in my opinion, I gave it to him December 2nd.
Okay, I'm not concerned with your opinion. I'm concerned with the facts. When did you give them the notice to vacate?
Let me look that up because I'm in the December 2nd, it says you have to vacate. I'm confused about that. It says you have to vacate by December 31st. That's more than 3 days of notice.
Okay, no, you have to give a notice that you're terminating the month-to-month tenancy. That's what your December 2nd letter does.
Okay,
And if they do not vacate after that, is at the time designated in the letter, then you have to give a notice, 3-day notice to vacate.
okay.
So where is your 3-day notice to vacate?
In the second eviction notice, in the second eviction filing for December 2nd.
Okay, and that was given January 2nd?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you filed January 1st.
Yes, sir.
And so your case was filed before you gave the notice.
Yes, sir. If that's what you're telling me, because.
I'm not telling you, I'm asking you. Is that what
Yes.
happened?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to dismiss the case. You have to give the notice to vacate before you file the case.
Okay, but I have a question.
Yes.
I already filed for a separate eviction in case you had told me what I told you. Is that not going to be taken into account right now?
Am I going to take up another case right now?
No, I'm asking, since I already filed for eviction again, am I going to get a separate court date for that?
Sure. Sure.
Okay. And does he have to pay me January rent?
Are you evicting him for non-payment of rent?
Now I am. He hasn't paid me rent for January.
Well, I'm not going to give legal advice. Your other case I haven't looked at, we'll take that up when the case comes up. All I know is in this case, what you're testified to is that you gave a 3-day notice to vacate after you filed the case. Is that correct?
I refute that, sir, because he got more than 3 days as a notice to vacate. I told him since December 2nd that he had to vacate.
Okay. Your notice to vacate, your 3-day notice to vacate, was that given on January 2nd?
That was given December 2nd, sir. I told him to vacate by the 31st on the 2nd.
I understand you're trying to get something else in, but your 3-day notice to vacate, when was that given?
The 2nd of
January?
January. Yes.
Okay. Okay. And you filed January 1st, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So it's the case you filed before you gave the 3-day notice to vacate.
Okay.
Okay. So this case I'm going to dismiss.
Okay.
The next case, when that one comes up, we'll go through that.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's just going to stay there not paying rent?
I don't know that. All I know is that this case you didn't follow the procedure. So I'm dismissing this case. We'll take up the next case when it comes up.
Okay.
I What happens between now and then, I don't know. Not until I hear the case.
Okay,
Okay? Any other questions?
no.
Okay, Mr. Algraves, any questions?
No, sir. Thank you very much for your.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all. I'm gonna end the meeting.
Thank you.